Hi everybody, good morning. Today, just after my morning walk, I decided to just relax for a bit here on the grasslands. And as I was thinking, what can we talk about? I thought let's speak some interesting facts about grass. So, before we start, I just want to ask you a small, simple, basic question, which is have you ever observed the process of pollination in grass? Maybe some of you must have observed how this process happens in grass, but for the ones who did not observe or probably learn about how the pollination happens in grass, let's explore through this video. To begin with understanding the process of pollination in grass, let's just recall for a moment how the pollination happens in other species of plants and trees. Most of us must have at least observed this much and learned about it, that pollination basically happens with the help of bees and birds. But in case of grass, the grass is dependent on wind as a primary factor. Sometimes also bees and butterflies can help grass in pollination, but most of the time it is dependent on wind. So if you look at grass properly, you will find a long stem with a feathery and fluffy structure, and this feathery and fluffy structure is the one that actually holds the pollen. As the wind blows, this pollen, with the help of this feathery structure, detaches itself from the stem and fly off with the wind. But for successful pollination process, this pollen is now completely dependent on the wind. Based on the wind direction and the speed, there could be either a successful or unsuccessful pollination process. But if the conditions are very favorable, the pollen simply flies off with the wind and sticks to the stigma for pollination. And when the stigma holds the pollination process is over. But what we need to also observe is that if the conditions of the wind are not favorable, like the wind direction and the speed might be irregular, there could be a lot of damage done to the pollen during the course of the wind, and it might not be a successful pollination process. But since there are many pollen that fly off from one single stem, there is a good chance of pollination, and that's how the grass reproduces and spreads. Thank you.